Hey guys, I'm Razia, welcome to my channel. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified of my weekly uploads. And you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Razia Moe. Skin texture is definitely something that I've struggled with a lot over the years, and I know a lot of you have as well. I'll be talking all about skin texture and the different things you can do to improve your skin texture overall. Just to get this out there now, skin texture is normal, and I think we do need to work on normalizing different skin conditions like acne and pigmentation and skin texture. My intention here is to show you guys how you can just improve the overall health and quality of your skin and how to take care of your skin. The goal here isn't to achieve perfect skin, because perfect skin doesn't exist unless you're like really blessed with the best genetics ever. But for a lot of us, perfect skin just doesn't exist. So it's just about improving our skin, improving the health and the quality of our skin, and just learning how to take care of our skin, because this is the skin we have for our whole life. So we might as well learn how to take care of it and keep it looking as good as we can for as long as we can. Skin texture for you might be in the form of bumpiness or roughness on the skin, and this can be due to a bunch of different reasons, and it's usually signs that there is something lacking in the skin. So we're just going to go through a few of those different possibilities, and I'll share some product recommendations with you guys as well, and hopefully you'll get some value out of this video. My very last tip in this video is going to be the one that single-handedly transformed my skin. My skin texture was quite horrible for a really long time, and until I started doing this one thing, I wasn't seeing any changes. So stay tuned right to the very end to make sure you don't miss that one. The first thing you can do to help improve the quality of your skin, and I'm just going to get this out there, this is a no-brainer, but we're just going to get it out of the way in the beginning, is wearing sunscreen. Probably getting a little bit repetitive with the whole sunscreen thing. I know a lot of people don't wear sunscreen, and sunscreen is so important. Not just because sun damage can lead to aging, or it can increase your risk of cancer. Exposing your skin unprotected to the sun and increasing your UV damage can really dry the skin out, lead to dehydration, and a lot of these things increase or exaggerate the skin texture that you might already have. Dry, dehydrated skin and skin texture go hand in hand. And also just in general, none of your skincare products, none of your skincare routine matters if you're not protecting your skin from the sun. So you might as well just wear sunscreen every day. And a great way to make sure that you are wearing sunscreen every day is finding a good sunscreen that you are going to wear every day and you're not going to be put off from wearing. My favorite sunscreens at the moment are from Violette. They are an Australian brand, so all of their sunscreens are approved according to Australian sunscreen regulations, and they make the best sunscreens that I've tried, like ever. And I'll have those linked in the description box below if you're interested in purchasing them. And full disclaimer, they are affiliate codes, and so I do make a small commission if you do use them. If you do use them, thank you guys so much for your support. The next thing you can do to help improve your skin texture is cleanse your skin effectively. Cleansing your skin daily is a fundamental skincare step, and I know a lot of people might not be doing this one, and I'll just explain why cleansing really can make such a difference for your skin texture. Just think about like during the day, especially if you're wearing makeup like I am now. This is a lot of dirt and debris being on my skin all day. Even if I wasn't wearing makeup, I would be sweating throughout the day. My skin produces oils. I might be wearing sunscreen. Not cleansing and leaving all of those things on your skin surface can increase your clogged pores. It can lead to oil plugs in the pores as well, which can increase your bumpiness. It can increase your susceptibility to breakouts, which again increases your skin texture. Just overall isn't great for your skin. It's important to cleanse your skin every day. Using water isn't enough, because just think, if you're washing your hands with water isn't as effective as washing your hands with soap. You need something with some surfactants, with some cleaning qualities to be able to break down that dirt and to wash it all away. And that's why it's important to use a good cleanser. My favorite way to cleanse is to double cleanse, and that's using an oil-based cleanser first to break down the makeup, sunscreen, dirt and oils, and then going in with a water-based cleanser underneath to cleanse the skin under all of that, under that layer of stuff that you have in your face, and cleanse it well. Two cleansers that I like to use as part of my first cleanse. The first one is the Ordinary Squalane cleanser. This one is a nice balm texture. Just take a little, rub it between your fingers until it forms an oil, and then you can use that to work onto your face and to break down all the makeup. And the second one that I like is the Simple Hydrating Cleansing Oil. This one is so cheap, so affordable, but it's so good. If I'm going to recommend either one of these, it's definitely going to be this one because it's just so affordable and so effective. It can be a little bit hard to find. I think it's really popular. It's out of stock a lot. But again, I'll have it linked below and hopefully it's in stock. Double cleansing really became popularized because of Korean skincare. So I'm gonna give you, I'll have some suggestions for oil cleansers and for water-based cleansers from Korean skincare as well. The first one is the iUnique Calendula Cleansing Oil. This one's a great, just a simple oil cleanser. It comes in a nice big bottle, nice big pump, and that one will really last you forever. You've also got the DHC Cleansing Oil. That's another great one. That's another classic. And if you want a cleansing balm, you've got the Vanilla & Co. Clean at Zero cleansing balms. For water-based cleansers at the moment, I'm just switching between my CeraVe and my Cetaphil. They both work really well for me and they both get the job done. If you want some alternatives to CeraVe cleansers, I've got my CeraVe alternatives video here for you to watch after this one. And for some Korean skincare options, firstly, we've got the Crave Beauty Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser, and you also got the Etude House Whip Cleanser. Or you've got Cosrx, they make some really great cleansers as well. And next we have moisturizing. Moisturizing can make a really big difference when it comes to your skin texture. A lot of the times dryness and dehydration in the skin is really the main cause for this exaggerated texture on your skin. If you've got a lot of roughness, maybe it's not very obvious bumpiness, but when you kind of reflect your skin in the light, you see a lot of those little bumps everywhere and your skin just doesn't feel soft. It doesn't feel bouncy the way it should. And a lot of the times it can just be you don't have enough hydration in the skin. I know this is definitely the case with me when I was dealing with really bad skin texture. I naturally have very dry skin, but because I wasn't taking care of my skin properly because I didn't know how, I also had very dehydrated skin. And just as I described, when I would sort of lean my skin into the light, it would look horrible. And moisturizing really is another key fundamental skincare step. This is something you should be doing every single day. And the main function of moisturizing is just preventing transepidermal water loss, which is just a fancy way of saying preventing water from evaporating and leaving the skin surface. Yes, even if you have oily skin, even if you have acne prone skin, moisturizer is for everyone. The key is just to find a moisturizer that suits your skin type. For me, with my dry skin, I like a very thick, occlusive moisturizer. And if you have oilier skin or more acne prone skin, you might want to go for something a little bit more lightweight with a bit more of a gel texture. Whatever moisturizer it is that you do use, just make sure you are using one every day. And this will make a big difference in improving your skin texture because your skin won't be so dry and dehydrated all the time. And if you want to give your skin a bit more of a boost, if you want to give it some more hydration, you can use a hydrating toner, for example, or a hydrating serum. Look for products that have hyaluronic acid in them. Hyaluronic acid is what we call a humectant, and it holds on to water. Hyaluronic acid especially can hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water, which is why it's so great at grabbing onto moisture and keeping it trapped underneath the skin. Some of my favorite ways to boost hydration to the skin is using a hydrating toner, such as this one from Isntree. This is the Hyaluronic Acid Toner Plus. If you are going to be using hyaluronic acid in your routine, make sure you do apply it onto damp skin, and that way the hyaluronic acid molecules have some actual water to grab onto, and then you want to top it off with a good moisturizer to make sure you don't lose that hydration that you've just put into the skin. Lastly, we have exfoliation. Exfoliation made the biggest difference for me when it came to improving my skin texture. Exfoliation is basically just removing dead skin cells off the top surface of your skin. And there are two ways to do this. You have chemical or physical exfoliants. Back in the day when I had no idea what to do to help my skin, I would use physical exfoliants. And by physical exfoliants, I'm referring to St. Ives. Physical exfoliants can really do more harm than good. And when you're using a physical scrub, you get this idea that the harder you scrub, you're literally scrubbing the texture away, and this is not the case whatsoever. Trust me, I know, so learn from my mistakes, guys, and don't use St. Ives, and don't use any physical scrubs for that matter, especially if it has like walnut shells or apricot shell or anything weird like that. You don't need that. That's why we have chemical exfoliants. On that note, of being way too rough with the skin and doing more harm than good, if you are exfoliating and if you are going to be using chemical exfoliants, less is more. Don't overdo it when it comes to exfoliating because you only have so many dead skin cells. You don't have enough to be exfoliating every day, for example, and at some point you're just going to be destroying your skin barrier, that's going to lead to a whole new set of issues that we don't want to deal with that. So best to exercise some restraint if you are going to be exfoliating, and you will see the results. When it comes to chemical exfoliants, we have AHAs and BHAs. When it comes to improving skin texture with bumpiness, roughness, for example, AHAs are typically the better way to go, and they really can make a huge difference in improving this look and feel of your skin. For me, the one product that massively improved my skin texture and did wonders for me, honestly, is the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution. This is a really great gentle toner. 7% really isn't too strong and can be really well tolerated by different skin types. This toner really did wonders for my skin. I love this stuff. If your skin's on the more sensitive side, you might want to go for a more gentle AHA. You have mandelic acid or lactic acid. These are also available from The Ordinary as well. We have mandelic acid 10% with HA, hyaluronic acid. And then you've also got lactic acid 5% or 10% with hyaluronic acid as well. AHAs are also great because they can be hydrating to the skin as well. So that's an extra added bonus for you when you're using AHAs in your routine. And if you're not using sunscreen and you're going to start chemical exfoliating, make sure you do use a sunscreen. You should be using one anyway, as I keep saying, but if you're going to be chemical exfoliating, make sure you're using one even more. So that's all from me today. I hope this video helped you out, and I hope it helped you understand the different issues that might be causing your skin texture and the different things that you might be able to do to help improve your skin texture. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.